I am so grateful. I'm so very, very grateful.
We're satisfied even more.
So very, very grateful.
I'm satisfied in this moment.
So very grateful in every moment.
Yeah.
In every moment.
No, not in every moment.
Oh,
no, not in
pretty
every
close.
moment. It's okay. Not in every moment.
You're right.
Not in every moment.
Yeah, I can think of a
You got to
couple.
give yourself an opportunity to have expansion. You didn't come for every moment to be just perfect, because then there's no expansion. So I'm appreciative and thankful for the expansion too. Yeah. So
I am so grateful that you have brought me this knowledge in this lifetime.
we're happy that you met up with us, and if you weren't a vibrational match, you wouldn't have. So don't give us the credit, take it.
I began studying. Oh, thank you. I began studying this material with my children 10 years ago, like it was the most important thing I could ever do in my life. And this week I closed on the house of our wildest dreams, beyond our wildest dreams, because, thank you.
Not beyond your wildest dreams.
Was though.
Mutual with our wildest dreams. Not even wild dreams, just natural, next logical step dreams.
I didn't dream those things. I went general, and I didn't think of those
But
things.
you see,
oh, it's so good.
you don't know what you did. You lived life and you put pieces in. And then those pieces became cooperative components to one another. And it became more than you could even comprehend until you allowed it to manifest. That's how it works.
It was so good. And I taught my children at 8 and 10 years old, and now the whole world is at their feet. They can do anything,
They're
all
invincible.
they want.
Yep. Hopefully, you will welcome any contrast that helps their expansion. And not try to hold them in moments of perfection, which is illogical.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
All right, get out now. No.
Our question is, can we experience our contrast from the vortex? Because it seems like we're doing that sometimes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
And no.
Oh.
The answer is yes, because your inner being is always doing exactly that. And we are appreciative of those words because those words have never been spoken before. Your inner being does appreciate your contrast from the vortex. The question is, how big is your gap? When you put contrast into its relativity with everything, then you are appreciating it. So step one is, which means you launch a rocket and potentially, in fact, usually split yourself up a little bit. Step two is source receives the asking, focuses purely upon it, appreciates the contrast that gave birth to it, becomes it, and law of attraction begins to gather the cooperative components. Step three is, because you want to be satisfied, because it feels good to feel good, you focus as best you can in ways that do allow you to line up with it, so you have that feeling of alignment. Step four is you get really, really good at that. You get really, really good at allowing your vibration to consistently rise to the vibrational equivalency of what's in your vortex, which just means you're more satisfied than dissatisfied on that topic. Step five is what you're talking about. Step five is you're aware that contrast has happened, but you don't feel negative emotion about it because you understand the value of the contrast, and you're no longer using contrasting experiences to beat up on yourself and be dissatisfied with yourself, claiming bogus, flawed premises like I'm not good at this when you are, or like I'm not worthy when you are. But you know, words don't teach, and so we can say these things. In fact, we have been. We can write books about it. In fact, we have been. We can write it all down and you can read it. But until you have experienced contrast, until you have found some way of allowing your vibration consistently to rise and be in concert with what's in the vortex, which usually happens through, if it's happening consistently, through something like meditation, where you've learned a technique to quiet your mind to allow your vibration to rise. So once you have allowed your vibration to rise and you're consciously aware that you were doing just that, and then ideas occur to you and you make the connection, this idea is occurring to me because of my alignment, and then you get to follow the trail of these thoughts so that you have this first-hand, hands in the clay experience of creating your own reality. then these are just some words that sound like somebody else has got something going on that you don't have going on, which makes you suspect they're probably faking it, or they're better at it than I am, which is not the premise that is helpful, and so forth.
It felt like that sometimes, but you instilled much confidence with your words.
This is the most simplistic of analogies, so please forgive us, or even better, don't judge us to begin with. It's like riding a bicycle. If you just watched other people ride bicycles and then you decided one day you were going to do it too, and you tipped over and skinned your knees, you could conclude that somebody told them something that you weren't told, that they had some advantage that you don't have, that they've got the magic and you don't have it, and you could be resentful of their success and your perceived failure. But all it is they got on, they skinned their knees, they found their balance because they skinned their knees. And that's what step 5 is, an appreciation of skinned knees. Yeah. Because the poop to value ratio,
That's exactly what I said.
Esther's been saying on a pretty regular basis, I'll do anything for clarity. I don't mind having an experience that's a little off or uncomfortable if it produces clarity, which it always does, because clarity is so delicious.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said. That's exactly what I got.
And
I got
so
some good contrast.
we appreciate you coming and reveling with us. Do you have something new you're asking, or are we just reveling together, which is a wonderful thing to do?
We are reveling together. I just thought it'd be so much fun.
We've enjoyed it immensely. Yes.